And I always want to keep you updated on what's going on in the world of the ACLJ because there's some big movements happening right now, especially for our fight for life. This is one that is never super fun to talk about on air. Okay, let's just be honest. We know that you got kids listening sometimes. It's summertime, and to talk about the real fight for life can be a little graphic, a little heady. That's not what this is, so don't worry. If you're listening with your kids, this is a different one because what we're talking about here is specific organizations that were being targeted by the Army, and the Army was saying specifically when they were doing these presentations to their members, and we have a lot more information about that.
Right.
We can go through to kind of give you a backstory. They were saying, hey, look out for these groups, and they were labeling them terrorist organizations. And we're talking about ones that we've worked with for decades, whether that's Operation Rescue, National Right to Life, whether you're simply one of the families like Will's. I always go to your parents.
I appreciate it.
Because when I think of your mom, terrorist doesn't pop up.
Furthest thing from your mind is
a terrorist.
Right.
I mean, really. I mean, I can think of a lot of things. I mean, she's hardcore. Like, I wouldn't want to mess with her.
Right.
But I don't think she's a terrorist.
Exactly.
She's just a pastor's wife. You don't mess with the pastor's wife. But she's got... that plate and did with Lisa, and like I where my kids go to school, I see them all the time.
Right.
You see the Choose Life, and I don't think a lot of times, I got to make sure I'm keeping an eye on these people.
Yeah.
These are usually the sweetest, kindest people. These are the volunteers of America a lot of times. So Cece, we said, look, this is too far. It's gone too far. It's been a couple of years as we've been going back and forth.
Yeah.
And we got some big movement, but I know you can give some backstory here.
I'll give some backstory, and it's interesting because it was actually July 10th that one of the soldiers posted on X a copy of the slide, and
July
I think
10th of last year,
July
or was it 2
10th
years
of
ago?
2024,
2024.
and we were actually, I think it was the three of us in this studio
Right, yeah.
that day that said, hey, this just got posted, we want to talk about it.
We gotta verify.
It's not been verified, but we wouldn't be shocked if it were true. But then of course it came out to be true. So that was July 24th or July 10th of 2024. We immediately sent off a letter to the Biden administration, to the Secretary of the Army under the Biden administration, saying, look, you cannot paint our client, Operation Rescue, a pro-life organization, and all these other pro-life people as terrorists. You cannot do that. And the response we got from the Biden administration...
Yeah, less than what you want. It wasn't nothing.
And not truthful,
Yeah.
a little bit misleading.
Of course.
And, they were saying, oh, this was just a mistake. It was just a mistake and a slide that just got implemented. And when we found out more about that, it was not through FOIA. It was not a mistake. And they had actually been doing this since 2011. So this was not just this wasn't just, we just did it. It was just implemented. It was just a mistake. No, this had been going on for a long time, and we found all of that out through our FOIA. So,
Freedom of Information Act request.
That's
For people who don't
correct.
know, I try to always break those things down. You can submit to the government and say we need more information because this is yours as much as it is theirs because we are
That's right.
a free society. So you requested and said, hey, we need more information. A lot of times that takes a while. A lot of times it comes back very censored.
It does,
But
and it
this
did.
time, yes,
but we figured it out. Even through the censoring, we figured it out.
And you again have an administration that's maybe a little bit more on your side
Yes.
here, and that's what we found out.
Yes, that's right. And so we didn't like what the Biden administration had said. We didn't think that it had corrected and asked for what we were asking for, that they corrected this training, that they apologized to our client, and that they fixed it, and they made sure that it was not going to do so going forward. Again, the response was basically, it was just a mistake. And so we sent off another letter to the Secretary of the Army and Secretary of Defense, now under the Trump administration. And Will, I'll let you address that we actually got a response back from them, and it was a good response.
Very recent.
Yes.
We just got this letter. The date on the letter is July 16th.
So yesterday.
So that is when it was written.
Yeah.
Our team just got it.
Yeah, and they just broke it on Fox News as well. We were able to work with our friends over at Fox to make sure our team and our publicist and our great team was able to get this word out there because it's a big moment.
And I want to read this for folks. I mean, it may take a little bit longer than normal, but it's important because this is from the Secretary of the Army. And this is the response.
Yeah, so Secretary of the Army,
right?
That may not even be a position you think about, but that's a big deal. It's not.
Right.
It is.
He's responding on behalf not only of the Secretary of the Army, but also the Secretary of Defense.
Exactly.
He makes that clear. He's responding on behalf of both of them.
And this is addressed to Jordan Sekulow, Benjamin Cisney, and Christy Compagnone, three of our attorneys. Obviously, you've seen Christy and Ben on here as well as Jordan. But dear Mr. Sekulow, Mr. Cisney, and Ms. Compagnone, thank you for your April 24th, 2025 letter to the Secretary of Defense and to me regarding your client Operation Rescue. I am responding for both of us. So key point there. I was troubled to learn that an Army anti-terrorism and protection training conducted at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, had mischaracterized Operation Rescue, National Right to Life, and other pro-life groups as terrorist organizations. This mischaracterization was not only inaccurate, but also deeply inappropriate. Equally concerning was the previous administration's inadequate response to this serious incident. Its failure to provide full transparency or take responsibility for such a grievous error is wholly unacceptable. Let me be clear. The Army does not consider Operation Rescue, National Right to Life, and other pro-life groups to be terrorist organizations. Further, the Army does not view pro-life beliefs or state-issued pro-life license plates as indicators of terrorism. Additionally, the Army has reviewed all security mission training materials, including anti-terrorism and protection training across all Army commands, service component commands, and direct reporting units to ensure these trainings are factually accurate, comply with the law, and align with Army values. While I cannot undo the harm this training caused, I want to offer my sincerest apology to Operation Rescue, National Right to Life, and all pro-life groups negatively impacted by the false characterization of all pro-life organizations made by this training. Please be assured that I am firmly committed to rigorous oversight of all Army training materials to prevent such incidents from occurring in the future. Sincerely, Dan Driscoll, Secretary of the Army. That is a powerful letter.
It is very powerful. Cece, I guess the main question coming out of this when you read it, obviously this is somebody who's taking it very seriously.
Yes.
We want to make sure they do what they say they're going to do, though, as well. The ACLJ team, as much as we want to look at this and go, okay, kind of case closed,
right.
We also have to make sure that it's stuck to and actually happens. Because these organizations are so big, like the Army or whoever it is, like you said, that this could float around for 12 or 13 years before somebody said, this has gone too far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think probably we'll send maybe another FOIA following up to say, let's see that where this implementation, where you have implemented this. Let's see that you have sent out a letter across, your Army commands, making sure. Now he says it, and I'm going to trust that he's done that and going to do that. But we will follow up and make sure that it does happen because it was very egregious. It wormed its way in, and it had been there, like we found from our FOIA request, since 2011.
Yeah,
so we're going to make
wild.
sure that it's out, and it's really out.
We are so excited to announce the ACLJ's brand new app, completely redesigned to provide you with the best tools available to partner with us at the ACLJ. You can watch the daily Seculo program, sign the petitions, customize your ACLJ membership experience, donate with the click of a button, and receive up-to-the-minute critical updates that the mainstream media can't censor. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to your phone's app store, search ACLJ, and click install. It's that simple.